Woo!
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, what a great episode. So we're recording this intro after we've already recorded the episode with Young Cash. Bro, I'm just going to keep this intro short because this was one of the best conversations we've had in a long time.
That was nice.
Shout out to the boy for coming through, bro, for real. So much free game, such a great individual. Just, I mean, honestly, someone that's just fired me up.
And I learned so much from him.
Learned so much. Yeah. And I think a lot of people forget, like, me and you, even though we've interviewed so many rappers, it's like we don't know.
We don't know anything.
Yeah, we don't know anything about, like, when it comes to, like, the game and different things like that, bro, the process. And we're such curious people. So, incredible conversation. You guys stick around for that. We're going to keep this intro short for y'all. Let's jump into Win of the Week.
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 113, Win of the Week. I'm here with my brother, Joey Allen. Kick us off, man.
So, my Win of the Week are these two little tattoos I got. And I'll have Nick put a little picture of them because they look cool right here. And, yeah, I got these at a little party last night. It wasn't a little party. It was a Halloween party. It was kind of crazy. It was Fun or Nothing. I actually talked about them
a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
But they had another party. It was great. Shout out to them. They had these vendors everywhere, and one of the vendors was a tattoo like little parlor. Like it was like a corner for tattoos.
Yeah,
that shit was it was cool as fuck. And so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get a little tattoo.
Bro, I salute you because that shit kind of sketches me out. Like whenever you see they're a vendor, you know what I mean, at an event.
But I mean, everything looks so clean. I was watching her. It's like she was changing needles. Like she was doing everything right. Like I made sure like it was good.
Yeah.
Before I did it because I don't want this shit.
Hey, we'll keep y'all updated if in a couple weeks that boy got an infection.
My
we'll
arm
let y'all know.
or some shit. But no, it's cool. And I always wanted to fill this little gap, and it's a little shark fin.
You put fucking scotch tape over that motherfucker?
No, it's Epi-Skin or like some shit.
No, for sure. It looks professional. No, and it looks really good. I will say, salute the artist. Like she did a good job. It was a girl, you said?
Yeah, her name's Brittany. Shout out to her.
Okay, yeah, no, it's a good tattoo, bro. Shout out to her for real.
And it's a story.
It is a story.
So that's cool.
That's one thing. All the tattoos got to have a little story. You know,
this one's definitely got a story. Hell yeah.
It's gonna have a bigger story when that hand gets cut off.
Hell yeah.
No, my win of the week, brother. Good win of the week, by the way.
Appreciate you.
My win of the week is purple toothpaste. Okay, so for a while, like I've been like I like having them white teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing where
things are pearly.
Hey, you noticed? You noticed? So I saw like there was some shit going around on TikTok where like they were using the purple toothpaste, and it was like I guess it is like the opposite color on the color wheel of like yellow or something, which my teeth are never like super yellow or anything. But I'm always like bro, I'm the type of guy, like even if I like my teeth stay straight for my whole life, I'm still getting fucking veneers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I just want like teeth are just something where I look at it in other people, I look at it myself. I want to have good teeth. And so I was like, damn, let me try this fucking purple toothpaste shit, bro. And it was like literally after like the first or second time, I was like, damn, my shit actually looks whiter. I remember I took a picture with somebody at that party last weekend, and I like just looked at that picture. I was like, yo,
there you go.
I was like, it kind of looks like I got veneers, bro. Like it makes it so white. Like I love it, bro. And so I didn't think that shit was actually gonna work, and it fucking did. So if you guys ever have the opportunity to try purple toothpaste, you want white teeth. I think it was only like $15 or something. It wasn't anything crazy, bro. But not doing whitening strips anymore or any of that bullshit. Now
I did those one time. That shit hurt. You ever like your teeth ever hurt after?
It makes them like sensitive. That's what it is.
That shit's tough.
No, for sure. But I mean, I will say like them bitches work too. But it does kind of hurt a little bit. I don't know if you've ever done them and then try to drink like
something
a
cold.
Milkshake. Yeah, I was gonna say a milkshake or like a cold ice water, bro. Forget it.
I won't even eat for like an hour after.
Yeah, no, fuck that. So I did want to give a final update on the Prize Picks thing. I know it's been a few weeks now, but that ship has sailed.
It's a bust.
It is a bust, So for everyone that's been kind of following the podcast, I put $25 into Prize Picks, and I was going to run it up to buy a Cybertruck, and I made it. It's so funny. Saying it back now, it's like I went like a month. You know what I mean? But I did take that 25 and run it up to like 175. No, I think my max was I was at 190.
Yeah.
But the issue was, bro, I started to get a little bit cocky. I started to make some risky bets, and then now we're sitting here at zero.
Oh boy, what?
But look, but I will say one thing. I will stand on business about this, bro. I told everyone to listen to this fucking podcast that once I run out of money on that fucking app, I'm not depositing any more money. I am not addicted to this app.
Do you have another app?
Okay.
Do you have another app?
So I do have another app.
Okay.
Actually.
So what's your new goal with this new app? Are you going to get like a Honda Civic? Are you gonna go for like a fucking scooter,
brother? $25 Honda Civic, that ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? Even a fucking scooter. But no. So all I said was that I wouldn't put another $25 into Prize Picks. I didn't say I wouldn't put another $25 into sports betting. So now we are moving over to Hard Rock. Hard Rock. Support this fucking podcast, Hard Rock.
He's going for a Cybertruck.
We're going. Now we are going to get the Hard Rock Cybertruck, $25. We're running this shit back. You know, I think now I've learned what I did wrong, and I've learned from my mistakes, and I pivoted, and we're going into a new
How much did you learn in 3 weeks of losing all your money?
$25. All my money.
You had 190.
It's true. But I did start making some stupid bets. I bet like $50 on one thing. I thought that it was going to pop. I thought it was a guaranteed lock. It fucking wasn't. It was like I made stupid bets early on. So now I'm at a point to where, and look, bro, this is part of the journey.
Yeah.
It's a rocky road.
Yep.
The road to a Cybertruck, like you said before, the road to the Cybertruck is never a smooth ride.
It's never a smooth one.
So I gotta just learn from my mistakes, bounce back, be better. You know, and I'm carrying this motivation with me into the Hard Rock app, man. And I know there's plenty of other apps out there. So if this doesn't work, there's another one. Hey, DraftKings, FanDuel, brother, I will hop over to another app.
Just wait your time. You'll be up.
Look, I ain't loyal to these fucking apps yet. Once an app wants to come in here and sponsor this podcast, I'll be loyal. I might deposit, and do a couple deposits on that bitch.
I might even deposit.
You might deposit some fucking money on that shit. But I'll say right now, I am. You know, you can buy my love. If you sponsor this podcast, you can buy my fucking love.
Nicholas is a whore. Sorry. A cheap one, too.
Chill. When it comes to sports bet, look, it's not cheap to sponsor this podcast, brother. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But whenever we
just talk to him.
Whenever we just talk to him.
Just say hey.
Say, like, give us a nice email. Okay, we'll sponsor you for 50 episodes, whatever, say less. No, but I am committed to at least trying to see like what I can do with sports betting. I feel like I know enough about NFL and college football and like things like that to where I could at least get let me see a K off $25. You know what I mean? And but no, that's my goal. I just want to give people an update on that. Like I said, for the first time ever, we're actually not going to take 15 minutes on an intro after I've said we're going to take a million. You know, like we're going to be really quick with an intro. Let's jump right into it, brother.
Let's do it.
This is a great episode. Shout out to you for having great questions in this one. Shout out to our guest for just being a fucking real one.
And shout out to Nick for having them pearly whites, baby.
Ching. No, let's jump right into this one, brother. I'm excited. Yes, sir. What up, OGs? We are here, episode 113 going down right now. Of course, I'm here with my brother, Joey Allen.
What's up?
Freshly tatted.
Yes, sir. I got tatted last night at a Halloween party.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Halloween party is crazy to get a tattoo.
I know, but you know, it was like, it looked official. They had all the vendors and everything. She had her own little booth. So, I mean, she had the lights and everything. It looked right.
Did she clean it right?
Yeah, she cleaned it right, I think.
Because I know your ass was sweating in that Halloween party.
Not really. You know, it's been cold outside in Florida the last couple nights.
Dude, I'm really excited for today's episode.
Me too. It's a big one.
Man, this is probably the perfect guest that we could have in to close out our last episode in this studio space. So for those who've been kind of following us the past couple of weeks, we've been in the process of moving. And so pretty much today, after this episode's recorded, this whole studio is going to be breaking it down onto bigger things, man.
Yes, sir.
And I'm very excited for today's episode, man. Couldn't close it out with a better, guest. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your favorite music artist, someone who's been in the game for a while, and someone that I know has a bunch of free game for this podcast. The man himself, Young Cash.
You got that newscaster voice, boy.
For real? Hey, I appreciate that, man. How you doing today?
Everything's smooth, man.
Came through dripping too, bro.
A little something, man. A little light work.
Got the ice out. It's a little chilly outside. I told you it's been cold outside.
There we go. He got the memo. Wind God. So let's just jump right into it, bro. Why'd you get the Wind God chain?
That's my brand. The Wind Entertainment, the Wind Squad. You know what I'm saying? So, that's one of my aliases, the Wind God. So, I just piece it up. You know how we do it.
I like it, bro. It goes hard.
For sure, appreciate it.
Even the jacket too. Like you're trying to. He knew what the studio looked like from beforehand. For sure.
Yeah, man. Orange the theme, man. I heard y'all boys rocking with the orange, so
had to.
I've been keeping up with you for a while, man. And it looks like you've been doing a bunch of stuff with Nod Ross too.
Yeah, that's my dog, man. West Side type shit. So he been doing, he been on the road with Duval and shit. And then I've been seeing him. I know, of course, everybody been seeing him getting the skit game up on Instagram and shit, man. The nigga funny as fuck.
So funny.
Yeah, man. So I like working with him. Like we just did probably 15 skits at my crib.
That's dope.
So yeah.
Yeah, I
putting
saw
in
the
that work.
saw the one you guys did about like he made a single or something.
Oh yeah. We actually tried to go. We tried to go and record it the other night, but time ran over. But we're gonna record the song though, because everybody was hitting them up like, man, y'all need to record that for real. That shit go hard. Like I was like, we just having fun, but sometimes that's how that shit happen. You feel me?
He's a creative genius, man. Like you see him and just the way that he kind of does his skits about the Jags and stuff. And
yeah, man, hilarious.
He's a one of a kind. I know that a lot of the listeners of this podcast love when we have him on here.
Yeah, he dope.
He's one of those guys, man, where you just kind of like start something, like you can ask him a question and you're not even done finishing the question. He's already got some wild shit to say.
Just let him go.
Yeah.
Just let him go. Person like that, man, they so creative. You just like you put something out there and just let them build around.
They'll run with it.
100%, bro. You're very creative as well, man. I must say, like just doing the research for this episode. Obviously, I've heard about you for a while, but just going through like everything and trying to do our deep dive and make sure we've got everything in line. It was like just crazy, bro. All the cool shit you've done. So let's jump right into it and just paint the picture for the audience. Like, where did this all begin for you? Like, at what point were you making music? Are you from Jax?
Yeah, I'm from Jax, man. We started a group called with my older brother. He was like the one, like the entrepreneur of this music shit. Cause like you gotta realize, see, I know y'all younger, but back in the day, like it was really no music scene after 69 Boys and 95 South. So they had the Tootsie Roll and all that stuff. So after that, it was really like a blank space in music in Jacksonville. So my brother was he was an advocate of just trying to get Jacksonville on the scene as far as the music, and so we started a rap group called the 904 Click, MOE Entertainment, Money Over Everything Entertainment. And so we started making some noise in the city, and like a lot of people was I don't know, like DJs and stuff were like, they're kind of afraid to play Jacksonville's music in the clubs because they just never did it.
Yeah.
So we started making noise, then we got our own club, man, and then so we started getting notice from a lot of the record labels and shit. And then when they would come down and check us out, they would pinpoint me, like, yeah, that kid there gonna, you know what I'm saying? So since it was like probably like 16, 17, I've been rapping, and then like I said, I was in the group, the 904 Click, and then eventually I just went solo, and then that's when shit just really took off.
Good shit, bro. Yeah. And obviously for those that live under a rock or whatever, you've been doing so much work with T-Pain.
Oh yeah, that's my brother, man.
And how did that all start, bro? How did you meet up with him?
Well, when I went solo, and I started like promoting in like different cities around Florida. I didn't really want to go too much out of Florida. I just wanted to keep it, Jacksonville and then like the surrounding cities and shit. So I would always go to Tallahassee because see, back then we had no social media and all that shit. So when you go to Tallahassee, you got to realize it's they got one of the top HBCUs with FAMU. Then you got Florida State, and then you got TCC. So you got 3 colleges. That's like a big college. I mean, kids
big
like,
party area. Yeah.
So and everybody come from all the cities from Florida. So that's a perfect place to go because you got a melting pot of all the people. So they hear your music and then they take it back to their respective homes. So in Tallahassee, like you got people going to Palm Beach, then Miami, Orlando, back Jacksonville. So I would go there and promote because I know that music gonna spread and go out. So one time I was going out there on a promo, I had to do a radio interview, and I heard the song "I'm Sprung." They played it on the radio. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And it was like, "This is kid, the T-Pain, man, from the Nappy Head groups." And I was familiar with Nappy Heads because they had a big song in Florida called "Robbery" back then. So everybody, the whole state of Florida knew about him. So they was like, "That's the young dude. He do all the beats and everything." I said, "Well, shit, I want to buy some beats from him right now." And so they told me he charged like $50 for beats, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bet.
That's crazy, bro.
I had like fucking, I always kept like a lot of money. I had like 20,000 on me, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to always go down there and party and shit.
Yeah.
With me and my team. So I brought some bread. So he came up to the radio station, picked me up, took me back to his crib. So I'm just listening to beats and shit. So I picked 3 beats. So, I go to the bag. I'm like, okay, let's see. He said 50 times 3. So I pull out, I do this, though. I just always do. I pull out all the money out. Yeah, let me see what I got for you. You know what I'm saying? So when they see shit like that, their eyes get big.
Yeah,
so he was like, "Yeah, nah, I don't charge 50." He said, "I charge 500."
Talk to him.
I said, switched it up.
Hey, that's a businessman right there, brother.
So he was like, "Yeah, man, they be trying to hate on me out here, man. I don't know why they told you 50." So I was like, "Bro, you know what? I know how it is. Like, I'm from Jacksonville, man. The haters, I experience that shit the most." So I said, "I'm gonna just give you $1,000 a beat." So I gave him $3,000 for all 3 beats. And then I told him, I said, just come back to Jacksonville, man. You can stay at my crib, come work at my studio. This one I had the studio off 103rd to film. He's like, yeah. So I gave him another $7,000. So I gave him like $10,000. So came back to Jacksonville, started working and shit. And then shortly after that, we both got deals and shit. So
That's awesome, bro.
that's how we met, man.
That's crazy.
I want to circle back just one quick minute on what you were saying about Jacksonville beforehand, because I do remember that time, like when we were younger, when there really was no music scene in Jacksonville. It was like, I mean, obviously we were pretty young at that point, but it was like there really wasn't like any big names coming out of Jacksonville since 69 Boys and those guys.
I listen to Tootsie Roll a lot though.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Tootsie Roll still go hard.
That's the thing, like 69 Boys, 95 South, they got records that still play to this day. And that's what my thing is about longevity, because like
It's timeless.
none of these, some of these guys, like, and not to hate on nobody, but you know, some of the music is just for the time.
Yep.
I like to make timeless shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I did, like my biggest song, probably I'm a Freak. I did that shit like in 2008, bro.
What the fuck?
2024, you feel me? And it's still one of the #1 songs played in the club in Florida.
That's
So
crazy.
that's what I aspire to do, like timeless shit. A lot of the shit y'all gonna hear for the, you know, in a couple months, and that shit gonna be dead, and you'll never hear it again.
You're about legacy.
Yeah,
I know a song of yours that's timeless for me. It's the introduction on the Blues Brothers.
Oh yeah, that shit.
That
hard.
shit, it's got that old kind of sound to it, and the way y'all run on that
The
shit.
producer actually, it was crazy how you say that. The producer for that, he from Jacksonville too, is one of our producers with the Wind. He did I'm a Freak. He's the one who did the I'm a Freak beat too.
Really?
So
That's crazy.
He's a producer that we signed. Me and Payne signed to Nappy Boy too.
Nice.
So
That's hard.
Keep doing
Boy
that.
Wind
Yeah,
Squad,
that's
It's cool
good.
too how you and T-Pain, like y'all's, even though you guys have like a similar sound, like you guys mesh so well on a track together,
Shit
bro.
easy.
It
It's
is
just like y'all,
insane.
like, when you got that connection and that chemistry with somebody, just with anybody, you know, in anything you're doing, like it could be fucking working on cars or whatever.
Yeah.
If you got a chemistry with somebody, that's what it is, and we just got just natural chemistry, bro. So
Yeah.
it comes over on the music. I feel like.
Do you think that plays a big role, like just having a good relationship with somebody like outside of the fucking studio? You know what I mean? To kind of like create better music. You guys
Yeah, I
kind
mean, anything you do, like if you got a good connection with somebody, I mean, I think shit just naturally vibe out. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to force nothing, and ain't nothing rushed or nothing like that. It's just like you got that, because all we do is fucking cut up, bro. Like if you just be around us, bro, all we do is we clown all day. Just
Well,
say like
you-
with me and Nah, bro, like all we do is just clown all day, bro.
Yeah.
So we just be having fun. You know what I'm saying? So when we get in the studio, man, it just be so easy, man. Like it just comes natural. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
Do you feel like one thing that kind of did like spark the music scene in Jacksonville? Because now you've got guys like obviously, you know, Young and Ace and fucking. Well, I mean, there was a bunch of beef going on around that, but you have Nardo Wick and like a lot of these
sure.
younger artists, Chameleon, all these people that are doing cool things now. Do you think like the rap beefs that kind of started in Jacksonville kind of like ignited that flame again with a lot of people?
Well, it was a gift and a curse, because you got to realize I come from the era where you had to get out here and get it for real. Like I can't even imagine these kids now that are getting on having to do what I did. Like we had to, like me and T-Rone, like I don't know if y'all know who T-Rone is, another artist. He's around my when we started around the same time, but he had ended up getting a deal with Cash Money, and like we had to, like, bro, you had to have some money to do this shit, bro. It wasn't just put on no fucking Instagram and you know you got people finding your music on Instagram. Like we had to go and find the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
Is that
so
what-
much, if I'd had Instagram back in the day, bro, I would. Man, come on.
Yeah.
I'd be so far gone right now, because I was a young nigga having this shit and doing it for real. You know what I'm saying? I was in the
Yeah.
street, really having my own money, funding this shit by myself, riding around the city, tearing up the clubs. Like these kids, I don't even think they even go to the club no more. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We was in the clubs with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like passing out CDs, you know what I'm saying? All that type shit. The real guerrilla marketing and shit. So. But nowadays, you know what I'm saying, all they do, you know, just got to get on social media, and sometimes it just might pop for you. You know
Do you
what
think
I'm
it
saying?
kind of ruined the hustle?
Yeah, it made them lazy for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna say it made them lazy because they never had the experience what I had experienced. But now, like, I'm kind of lazy because I don't got to do all that shit. Like, you know, I used to be boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Now all you gotta do is just, you know, content and shit.
Post some shit.
Yeah, post some shit.
Yeah.
Their
Which
club
easy.
is TikTok.
Yeah, exactly.
You
That's
know,
the club
like
now.
what for you, it was like you have to go and actually do the face to face.
Be outside.
Listen, bro. If you didn't want meeting the DJs, bro, like they wasn't playing your shit.
Yeah.
Now your record can break online. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
Back then, your record had to break in the club with the DJs. Like, right now to this day, because I done had iPhones since they first came out. I probably got over like 3,000 DJs in my phone.
That's dope.
You know what
Do you
I'm saying?
almost wish you grew up in a different time?
Man, I think I mean, nah, because I love the hustle. I love the hustle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to love getting on the road with my team and going to a random city and just banging out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We go hit the club up, hit the strip clubs up, go to the hoods, passing out CDs, all that shit. I used to love that shit.
I think it's cooler that way.
Yeah,
You don't want
is,
to blow
sure.
up just by being a trending audio on TikTok.
But that's how it is these days. Like overnight, it can just happen. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like we really had to grind for this shit, and then on top of that, you had to have some paper. If you ain't had no money, but you want shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? I knew a lot of talented artists in Jacksonville way back, and them times that they was talented, but they ain't had no money like me. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't get their shit out there because they just ain't had the paper. But it is what it is. But like, yeah, nowadays, man, it's just you can put some shit out on social media, man, and
Get lucky.
Get lucky and you own. You feel me?
So, you did mention, obviously, a couple guys that were big in Jacksonville whenever you were first starting. Who were some of the guys that you kind of looked up to during that time? Was it the 69 Boys?
Yeah,
and
I mean, I
South?
definitely looked up to them because they were from the city and they was doing it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't it wasn't our genre of music that we was doing because we was on some street shit. So, and that's another thing. Like, we were the first, I feel like, group in Jacksonville that was on some street shit that made it. You know, so some gangster rap that made it. Because, like, 69 was, it was just more some party.
Yeah, some radio.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Sure,
so
yeah.
when we came out on that street shit, because nobody thought that was going to ever happen. And then, like, when I branched off of myself and I think my first song that popped in the club was "Give Me a Bottle." So y'all boy might be too young to know about that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, we used to play. They used to play "Give Me a Bottle." It was like the first Jacksonville artist, like locally, getting played in the club, like all the other records. You know what I'm saying? Like all the big songs in the country. And so every time they would play my shit, like either Big and Rankins or Ivory them from Point Blank, because they had the clubs on Smash back then, I would take 1,000 ones and I would just throw them in the crowd every time they played "Give Me a Bottle," and that's how that song popped off.
They kept playing it after that, didn't they?
Oh, man, come on.
Hey, that shit,
that money was coming every time.
They kept playing that shit.
Hell yeah.
Every weekend they knew that money was finna fly. Every time they played my shit, that was my marketing tool, money.
I mean,
Yeah.
it worked.
Hey, that's a great marketing tool. I said it's a fucking best marketing
Yeah.
tool, for being honest.
Yeah. Money coming.
Do you still do a lot of that, like, similar style marketing, even though, like, today, like you mentioned, it's easier to blow up? Are you still in the clubs, like, doing shit like that? Maybe not, like, fucking throwing money every time they play a song, but
Nah, man. I'm just, I'm a studio head, so I love to work. I love to be in the studio and working, so I don't really be out and about like that no more. So, I mean, I go to lounges and hit lounges and shit and chill, but I don't really be in the club like that no more, like just really out in the mix. Because you ain't really got to do that. Like you say, TikTok and Instagram, that shit the club now.
Yeah.
You need, like, that's how people date and do everything now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight from your phone. So, now I don't really do that type of marketing no more, but like, and then more so today, it's more about like playlists and shit like that. Like, I'd rather spend my money on that, like, getting on certain playlists and shit.
For sure.
So, I mean, a lot of artists don't even know that, but yeah, y'all boys got to get on playlists. Like Apple, you know what I'm saying? They have all the playlists and like certain like radio people. Like, you can just get on different playlists, and that's how your music can spread to different audiences that you ain't got. You know.
how do you get on a playlist? Like, walk me through that, because obviously me and Joey never fucking dropped a song before.
Well, it's just certain, like, what's going on right now is a lot of people who work for the record labels, because the record labels damn near dying. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much independence now, and people can do it on themselves. So most of the people who would handle that type of shit at a record label, they just going independent and fucking with the artists themselves. They already got the relationships.
Yeah.
So they know how to do it. I don't really know how that shit works, but you just pay you pay one of those people and they put this shit on the playlist for you. Like, it's a whole bunch of services that record labels you do for the artists, that all those people are just branching out and being independent, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit's dying. That record label shit's dying off because there's just so much independence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With artists now. So you just got to find the right people who do the right things. Like, you have radio people, which I don't really know how much y'all listen. Y'all even listen to the radio?
Talk radio. It's like Jaguars talk radio.
See, like, so radio, like, you know what I'm saying, that ain't really a big thing no more. So all those people who, they used to be real important, like, you had to go and like fuck with the, like I said back in my era, you had to go and fuck with the PDs and, like, you know what I'm saying, the radio personalities and shit. But now, like, they kind of like irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really know nobody who really listens to the radio like that. So, like I said, it's a new day, you know what I'm saying? You just got to find those certain people who do certain services, like to put your shit on playlists, and then you just got to contact them people, man, and,
Yeah. I think it speaks to your hustle a lot, man, the fact that you're able to pivot like that, because you did start off, like, you were kind of like raised in this time where you're doing the guerrilla marketing, you're having to go fucking face to face and do this shit. And then, like, the way you're able to adapt and still have this, like, crazy motion on social media.
Yeah.
Like, it says a lot, bro. I think that is where a lot of artists fail, too, is, like, the industry will change a little bit or tweak something.
Yeah.
And they don't.
They don't adapt, for sure.
And it's crazy how you see some people, like, because I be seeing some artists, like, from my era, like, because I just feel like I'm like the store Forever 21. I just feel young always. Like,
That's good, man.
Age, but like, they just get stuck in that mode. I'm like, bro, like, shit don't work like that. Like, they want to put out one song and a year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, these kids putting out like album a month.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like you got to you got to stick with the times. You know what I'm saying? So as the game change and move, you got to stay with it. You feel me? And if you don't, you're gonna fall to the wayside.
Was there a specific point in your career that you knew that shit was changing? Like, because you said you were doing all the gorilla and stuff, and now we're to the point that we are now. Was there like a specific pivotal point?
I mean, as far as my career or as far as the game in general?
The game in general.
Yeah, man. Like when I say it was like, you know, I don't know if y'all, like I said, y'all, it's a big age gap between us, but like it's just like Blockbuster, man. You remember Blockbuster?
Yeah,
everybody used to go rent the movies, and then fucking Netflix come or the Red Box come, and then like it's like shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit's dead now.
Yeah.
Like they fucking got wiped out.
Yeah.
You just got to stay in the times, man. Like every time something changes in the industry, especially with like, because record labels are constantly changing. People don't notice. Like you might have this record label popping, and next thing you know, the president of this record label leaves and go to another spot. So everybody who was on that label, now they get dropped. And like, there's a lot of shit be going on behind the scenes that people don't know. But it's all about just staying relevant, bro, at the end of the day. Like, no matter how the game changed and the industry changed, you got to stay relevant and stay up on the times. And that's how you're gonna come up, bro.
Good shit.
Yeah, I like that. Was there a pivotal moment of your career that you noticed where you're like, okay, we got a little boost right now?
Yeah, when they came, man. When they came and got me, bro, they was like,
What you mean when they came and got you?
when Universal, my first record deal. So, cause like I said, man, this shit was like nobody in Jacksonville would ever think that. You know what I'm saying? We was gonna, like people would start signing people in Jacksonville, Florida, like Jacksonville, like. When I was in the office at Universal in New York, they was like, they ain't even heard of the city. I'm like,
What? Come on now.
That's crazy.
I promise. I'm like, man, we the biggest city in the world.
Oh, it's
man.
fucking crazy.
But you got to realize to them, like, they don't, you know, it was always New York, LA, Atlanta. Like, come on, man. Nobody ever thought about Jacksonville, Florida. You know what I'm saying? So I was making so much noise, though, bro. There was nothing they can do. And then, like, and I salute to Julia Beverly at Ozone Magazine and my homeboy Malik, who was my old manager. Like, they had Ozone Magazine. Y'all probably too young to know about this too, but Ozone Magazine was like the fucking down south source.
Oh, word,
so
okay.
all the southern artists, like that's how all the New York and LA, all the executives started finding out about all these artists in the South, because that magazine exploited like all the fucking southern, it no matter from fucking Virginia on down to Florida all the way over to Texas. You know what I'm saying? Because most of them magazines back then, like the Source and Double XL, they didn't cover like the South like that, unless it was maybe Atlanta.
Yeah.
But as far as like all the other regions, like, man, listen, the Ozone Magazine was a big major part of a lot of Southern rappers' careers.
Yeah.
And excuse me, that's how Universal, they found me, because I had my manager at the time, Reg. He the one who actually put my music on the table. But once I signed, they was like, oh yeah, we was already coming to get you, man. We see you in Ozone Magazine. We was coming to get you. So I was like, yeah, but that's when shit got real for me, like to actually have the biggest record label in the country. Universal is the biggest.
Yeah.
Come to Jacksonville, Florida, and come get me.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this shit over.
What was it? A phone call that you got the news? How'd it go?
I got well, I already had a meeting. Like I said, this is the time when T-Pain was staying at my crib.
Yeah.
So my manager came and said, yeah, it's time. Like he said, they want to meet you. They want to blah blah blah. So I got to fly. Well, at first they had the Herbert Music in New York. The dude who was in control of Universal at that time, he said, this shit too gangster for me. Like you know what I'm saying? He said, but I know somebody who will fuck with it. So he sent it to a lady named Jolene Sherry in the LA division in Universal. And she works hand in hand with a dude named Steve Rifkin. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but he a big mogul in the game. He's the one who started Loud Records. He had like Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Oh, word, okay.
Yeah, so he used to that hardcore shit. You know what I'm saying? But just never on the southern level. So when they heard my shit in LA, it was like, yeah. And Steve Rifkin, yeah, I want this kid now. So they flew me to LA. When I was flying to LA, I said, hey, look, man, I got my homie with me. You know what I'm saying? He got this song called I'm Sprung that's bubbling in Florida. Y'all might want to check him out too. You know what I'm saying? So they did their little research. Like, yeah, we'll fly him out. So they flew me and Payne out to LA. And we both had the meetings. I had the meeting with the lady, and Steve Rick was like, yeah, I want to sign it right now. They signed me. Payne went in there. They listened to the song. They were like, we're not really interested in signing you. We'll give you a single deal or something. So they signed me, they didn't sign Payne.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, but like I think like a couple weeks after that, that's when Akon signed him. So he was straight anyway. But Yeah, that's when I knew shit was changing. When I was like, yeah, this shit finna be crazy.
One thing that I do respect a lot, man, is like you did mention obviously how much difficult it was to grow up and or I guess just like start popping at the an earlier time. Mm-hmm. But there was so many less people doing it, so you knew if someone was going the extra mile like what you're doing,
right.
It's like they're a fucking real one. Because nowadays it's like you got, I mean, dude, just the amount of artists that are in like Ocala, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like forget Jacksonville, you know what I mean? You got dudes that are in like fucking like Gainesville and shit. There are probably like hundreds of thousands of rappers out there that are trying to do their thing. And so it's like with social media, it does give people like a little bit of an extra, like it makes it more attainable for people to like get into the game and do shit. But I respect like back in the day, bro, like where you only had a few people in each city that were really doing it the right way.
Well, it was a lot of people doing it. Well, not, I say nowhere near as much it is now, because see, the thing you got to realize is that I was like 1 in a million. You feel me? And it's still 1 in a million, because like everybody ain't gonna get on like that. But the motivation that these kids got now, seeing all these artists from Jacksonville pop, that's now it's just like, oh man, anybody can do it. It's just like sports back in the day. Like everybody wanted to play sports. Everybody wanted to try to go to the NBA, NFL, or whatever, MLB. You know what I'm saying? Because it was obtainable. We had people from Jacksonville actually doing it.
Yeah.
So and we never had nobody doing it. I was like the first. So now that you see these kids now, like it's like 10, 15 people that got deals. You know what I'm saying? So they know it's obtainable straight from Jacksonville. And that was another thing with me, bro. I never wanted to leave. Like a lot of people say like 69 Boys and 95 South, they left and went to Orlando or whatever to get whatever. But me, we used to just always hear those rumors. I don't know if it's true or not, but I used to always hear those rumors. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna make it straight from Jacksonville. I'm not moving to Atlanta. I'm not moving to Miami. I'm gonna get it right here from Jacksonville. And I use all my same producers on, like when I was with Universal, they wanted me to go to Pharrell and Timberland and all these people. I was like, nah, I'm sticking with my niggas who I can, you know what I'm saying? Which kind of fucked me up, because now when I look back at it, I was like, man, I should have just did that shit. I should have just went big. Yeah. You feel me? But I just wanted to keep it real bullshit.
No, that says a lot, bro. But like,
shout out Duval.
No, for real.
Like,
you
know what I'm saying? I just kept it real with my niggas, and like that kind of handicapped me, because like they wanted me to do them, records with like, all the big top producers at the time. And I just was like, nah, fuck that. I'm doing this shit my way. Because I've been doing it my way. I was spending all my own money.
And it's working.
That's how you got where you were.
That's how I got where, but that shit ended up just backfiring. Like now that I look back at it, I should be like, shit, I could have just got on first. And then
brought him up.
Yeah,
brought it back to the city.
I was just trying to keep that shit out of it, just show. But it really I was like the guinea pig, because I just wanted to show people that we can do this shit right here from Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And without you doing shit like that, though, bro, like, not to give you the credit of every fucking artist in Jacksonville, but it's like people probably see your journey and they're like, okay, well, yeah, like I want to do it your way. And honestly, there's so many people that are going to hate regardless, no matter what the fuck you're doing. And if you were to have left, you'd be like, oh, then now people are labeling you a sellout. You know?
Man, I don't. One thing about me, bro, this shit hit like Teflon, bro. Like, I was never that nigga. Well, it took me a while to get to that level, but I was never. I never gave a fuck when a bitch thought.
Yeah.
Never gave a fuck. You feel me? So that shit was always a part of. Like, I always saw it was always more love than hate. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
I try to tell these artists nowadays, they be so worried about all these other people and what people. Y'all, you got to just focus on you and go straight forward, bro. When you hear the noise from the outside, that's when you start getting distracted. I'm telling you, I don't work hand in hand with one of the, I ain't even gonna say his name, but one of the major artists in Jacksonville. He couldn't focus, like, cause he's so worried about what everybody else doing or what everybody else saying, like he couldn't focus, and he had an opportunity to really go, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, man, I ain't never worried about that type of shit. Like, it's more love than hate always. Just like y'all when y'all have somebody, it's gonna be other podcasts gonna hate or try to copy whatever. Yeah. But y'all, if you got to focus on the love, like people who fucking with you.
Yeah.
Y'all selling merch. You got top people on your show.
Yeah.
That's what you got to focus on. I don't be worried about the bullshit.
Facts, bro.
Don't mean nothing to me.
Yeah, I think that's a huge point. Like, you wanna. I think the biggest thing is like staying one step ahead.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, you want, like, even if they're gonna talk shit and hate, like, you're only seeing the shit we're putting out right now. Like, we're fucking 3 weeks ahead. You know what I mean?
You're always ahead of the game. Like, and this shit especially. So, yeah, like, people like, bro, if you let somebody on the outside hitting what you going on, then you ain't meant for this shit.
Yeah, facts.
You're not built for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because once you in the limelight, bro, that shit gonna come.
It gets worse. Yeah,
it gets way worse. Yeah. Especially as y'all get more successful. Oh man, trust me.
There's more eyes on you. It's gonna get more hate.
Me being the only dude in Jacksonville having a rap deal and we rapping street shit. Imagine that in Jacksonville, bro. I'm the only one. Man, yo, I used to have 4 or 5 diss songs come out against me weekly.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas I don't even motherfucking know.
Did you ever fire back at them or nah?
Man, we used to step down on niggas, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to be crashing. But then, and shout out to my brother Lil Him. like we used to say, like, man, we can't. It's too much. It's too much.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, man, we can't keep doing this shit every weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we just started letting niggas have it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you got more to lose than a lot of these like guys, man.
You know
like that's the thing. They're hating on you because they don't got what you got.
Right.
You know, they don't got really nothing to lose or nothing.
They howling at the moon, bro.
And when you stop firing back, did they kind of lay low?
I never did it. I would never rap about another nigga.
Okay,
we seeing you in person.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? It was always,
like that.
bro, I was just, you know, and all that type of shit. There's been shootouts, bro, brawls, all type of shit, all just because the nigga got a deal.
That shit ain't
First
worth
thing,
it.
it ain't worth it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So back then, we used to be going crazy, but we just had to sit down and realize, like, bro, when you at the top, bro, everybody gonna hate, and it come with the game. You know what I'm saying? So we just got tired of crashing niggas and shit like that. So we just chill, bro, and just let them have it.
That's wild.
This song,
Make a diss song, pull up on them.
Because everybody,
they didn't expect that.
Everybody used to go to the club back in the day, bro. Like I said, now these dudes can sit at their home and rap and talk shit about each other, never go
and
outside.
Then hide.
Nah, you had to be outside back in the day, bro. There wasn't no social media and all that shit, bro. You was outside and we gonna catch you at the club.
That's
100%.
Yeah, man, that's how it was, bro. But like I said, nowadays, and I really hate this. Like I said, it's a gift and a curse, man, because I hate to see how this shit went, man. Because my whole dream, or even why I even started this shit, bro, like I said, I stayed in Jacksonville. I used my Jacksonville producers, man. I was trying to show people that we can do it from here, and then once we get that spotlight, we got all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine the tour, the Duval tour that could have happened, bro, with all the fucking artists. I mean, there was no beef.
Come on, man.
That would be insane.
That would be crazy.
Well,
bro.
I mean, Jacksonville, like especially over the years, bro, is just starting to take over. This
There's
shit,
so much
bro, in the
talent in
South.
Jacksonville.
Man, listen, bro. Like, if you had all those artists, bro, no beef, all those kids just making music and putting on, just like New York City or Atlanta or LA. You know what I'm saying? Imagine all those artists, bro. Like, we'd be killing this shit, bro.
Yeah.
But like I said, but the that's the curse. But the gift of it was that did put a big major spotlight on Jacksonville for all that beef shit. So, like I said, I don't like it, but it got a lot of people on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They got a lot of artists on. But that's why I respect Nardo Wick, because he not only is he talented, like I just think he can get into all that shit.
He's got his head on straight, bro.
Yeah,
he's looking forward.
And I know his mama too. His mama cool as fuck. Like she got him right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she plays a big part in his career too, bro.
She's a manager, ain't she, or some shit?
Yeah, she do. Yeah, she do management for. Like, it's like, I was so proud because I was like, man, finally we got one. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, we're from the one that's like on the big stage. You feel me? And ain't no bullshit, ain't no beef. You know what I'm saying? I just respect that kid.
No, his shit's hard, bro. Yeah. Like, I love, dude, I'm a big Nardo fan, but I think one thing that's really dope about him is, like, he's very similar to you in the aspect of where he kind of kept his, like, his team.
Yeah, for
sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, he didn't go to fucking, I mean, I'm sure he's got different producers and whatnot, but,
and trust me, bro, they try to put that shit on you. Trust me. When you get them labels and shit, man, they try, hey, man, use this guy. You got to keep that circle tight and keep that family. And then, and then again, sometimes family fuck you over too, so you got to balance, but you just got to go with your gut feel, man, and you know,
intuition.
And another also, like, even with Young at Ace, bro, like, he's probably my favorite out of all the artists out of Jacksonville because I know the nigga is really versatile like that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And he used to be in my inbound when he was young, but like, I was just so running around. Somebody like, big bro, man, put me on, man, put me on some of the shows and all that, and I just ain't even respond to them niggas because I was just going through, I was doing so much at the time.
You're probably getting that shit every day too.
Oh yeah, definitely every day now, like. Because since I started, I was working with Lil West Side, and I don't know if y'all heard her.
Yeah, she's been on this podcast.
Yeah,
she's raw as fuck, bro.
I took her to get a deal in New York, but it ain't panning out. But she raw as fuck. She still got plenty of time too, like,
for sure.
Like I said, I feel like music is timeless. I feel like anybody can anytime. But so that's neither here nor there. But yeah, then I started working with Soulja K, and that shit got a little shaky, but he'll be all right. But yeah, man, like, it's so many, like, when they see me working with these younger artists, man, I get like at least 15, 20 kids. It's so many, like I said, the motivation is here because they seen other kids do it.
Yeah.
That's the big thing, you know what I'm saying? Once they see other people do it and they know it's tangible and they can touch it and feel it and really do it, then everybody, right?
It doesn't seem like as big of a risk to them because they've seen it happen so many times. It's like for you, it's like this is a huge fucking risk. You're trying to do something that hasn't been done before, essentially.
Exactly. I was kicking down doors. You feel me? Now the door is open. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a lot to do with, like, a lot of people. I mean, you know, anything like in this city, music wise, like, my team done touched it, except for like these real younger guys. But yeah, I was like a major part of a lot of shit that happened. I just don't talk about it, but it's all. But just know,
I love it, bro.
Yeah,
for sure.
A lot of shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's interesting too. I think a lot of artists, they kind of get I don't really know how to like what the word is, but like once the business side gets into things, then they start to get like, okay, maybe I'm a quit or just, you know, back off this a little bit. Like they're just good at making music.
Yeah.
But it seems like you got a lot of like, you know, got into the other side of that as well.
But we gotta realize I was a hustler, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's the difference between I think our era and this era, because I was a real street nigga, bro. Like, and I don't know when I say street nigga and I say like hustling, I mean like really getting to the money. Like all this shooting and all this shit, bro, that's fucking up money. That would be fucking up money in my time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to be doing all that shit. Like I do good business. Like, and not to say like, you know, all the kids whatever who listen, like I'm not telling you to go the street route. That's just what I did. You know what I'm saying? I was dealing with a Mexican cartel, bro. You feel me?
Wow.
So you don't want these the type shit I had to deal with and go through, but you don't even want them type problems. But I was really doing this shit. You know, I really was running. Even when I got indicted by the feds, bro, they was like, man, shit, why you can run a Fortune 500 company? How you was running your operation? That's crazy. You know, so the mind state is already there, business wise. You know what I'm saying? But I would have loved to just be an artist and just work and let everybody else do everything for me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't got that mind. Like my brother raised me just always go and get it, always be ambitious, always, you know, saying be your own boss and go and get that shit. A lot of kids don't have that, you know what I'm saying? Because they just come, like just imagine you 17, 18, you start doing music, you put the shit on social media and then you blow. What business skills have you acquired? You don't know the music business, the industry shit, like, and then you just go in head first, so they don't be knowing. So when that business side comes, a lot of these kids get fucked over because they don't know. Yeah, they don't got no business acumen anyway to even run the shit how they, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, some of them do though, but you know, majority don't.
Facts. One dude that comes to mind as soon as you said that was YK Osiris. Yeah, because he was so young when that clip went viral of him.
Yeah, for sure.
And then before you know it, now he's like fucking hanging with Drake every single day. Yeah. It's crazy how quick the process can happen.
Yeah, I seen his process too, and he used to be, man, this kid, trust me, he used to be a young kid coming, hey, Cash, man, put me on, man. Atlanta Records coming to see me this at the club tomorrow. I'm like, oh yeah. He used to be saying wild shit like that. Yeah. But he was real young though, man. He was a young kid, but he was ambitious. He wanted it bad, and I can see it. And matter of fact, I'm one of the people who co-wrote the hook on "Worth It."
No way.
Me and Orlando, another one of my producers, and Jeezy played the guitar at the end. My producer, so yeah, he came to our studio and did that little part of it.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, that's just shit that I don't even talk about shit like that. But his I got to give a shout out to his aunt. Karen, she was the one who was taking that boy to the studio, and you know what I'm saying? From what I saw. She was taking that boy to the studio and letting him, you know what I'm saying, paying for studio time and shit like that, and him recording. And then I think she played a major part in his come up. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, his whole process, I saw it, man. I'm just proud of that kid, and I talk to him every now and then, and like I think he good, bro. He gonna be good because he got talent.
For sure.
Still young. And he's a networking motherfucker. You see where he went from this, that you seen him around everybody. You start to seeing him around everybody because he know how to network and get with people and shit.
He seems like he's like a personable guy. Like that's the thing is he's one of those guys where even if he wasn't making music, he still have that like characteristic where he can just talk to people and and I think that's huge in this game, bro.
Yeah.
I wanted to kind of branch over to like your role with the Nappy Boy stuff, man. So A&R?
Yeah, head A&R.
Could you explain this a little bit to me and Joey? Because like you see people say like they're head A&R of certain things. Or like we went up to the Generation Now studios in Atlanta to interview a couple people, and they were talking about their A&Rs. But like deep down, like at the core of it, what is an A&R?
A&R is pretty much somebody who works at the label, who finds talent, develops it, and basically signs people to the label or get the presidents to sign people to the label. It's just like a talent
scout.
Talent scout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me. Yeah. So I do that for Nappy Boy because like every artist that we've got, I had something to do with. So Payne is like, man, you might as well be the A&R. You know what I'm saying? So I went from just being an artist and just doing my own thing with my artists to just being an A&R, just finding talent and shit. So it's like, but that's what I love to do, bro. Because all I do, man, I'm like, I don't know how y'all do, but I just be on fucking social media, bro, just flipping through shit, man. I just see a diamond in the rough, bro. I find it all the time, and there's so many. That's why I really think that's my calling too. Like when I ain't gonna never put the music down, but as far as like my label shit, man, I just so many talented motherfuckers I see. That's why this shit's so crazy, like this social media shit, because it's just like even when you scrolling like and you see a bad bitch, and then it's another bad bitch. millions of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the same thing it is like with talent. Like I be seeing so many motherfuckers. Like God damn, I wish I could just do something for this motherfucker. Do something because there's so much talent.
Well, you got the keys now. Like
when you
you've
see
done
something, do you reach out or do you watch them for a while?
I do sometimes, or sometimes even if I can't, because this shit take money, bro. A lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Like so, a lot of times it may not be sufficient to have. You can't have 15, 20 motherfuckers. You got to kind of focus on one or two, but. Even if I can't do nothing with them, I'll just let them know, hey, man, we watching you, man. We see you. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? Just for the motivation purposes of it. But other than that, but man, like I said, man, I see so many talented artists, man. I want to reach out. I want to grab all of them, just, you know what I'm saying, put them in the studio and work. But
I think that you even reaching out to them, probably like that shit would make.
I know
if you reach out to me, I'd be like, shit.
Yeah, especially in Jacksonville, I know it do. I know it give them some type of motivation. Of, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying? Because I would want that from, you know what I'm saying? If I was coming up and the motherfucker that's been doing it or whatever, got a little clout, reach out, hey, boy, I see you. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little motivation for him. You know what I'm saying? That's so good. Even if I can't help him, I'm going to still let him know, like, I'm seeing why I repost their shit. I repost, like, especially Jacksonville artists, I repost all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Except that era when all that, I like, this shit too crazy. It got to a point when that beef shit was going on. I don't even know who to post. Cause I don't want to. Oh yeah, Cash, you on their side? Like, nah, I ain't on no side, brother.
Yeah,
nah, young brother. I fuck with all y'all young niggas. I want y'all niggas to get it together.
I'm gonna let y'all handle this.
Yeah, but it's just like you said, it's so much talent in Jacksonville, man. It's crazy.
And you gotta have an eye for it too, man. Like that's one thing. You got to be able to spot it early. I think. Nowadays, you can look at some of the artists in Jacksonville and you're like, oh yeah, they're gonna be something big one day, but they already have 200,000 fucking followers or something. You know what I mean? You're like, okay, well. I'm a little late to this one. You know what I mean? You got to find them early and just see that they have the talent, and then maybe instill those work ethic skills in there that you developed over doing, your career and stuff.
Well, see, that's the thing though. It's with social media now, you can weed all that shit out, bro.
True.
You can already see what's going on. Like they showing you. You know what I'm saying? Like so, if I go, let's say if I go to an artist page, I see. You know what I'm saying? They might be talented as fuck, but they got one post here, one post a week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really see them in the studio like they're not working like that. And then you go to the other one, they in the studio every fucking day, putting content out, 4 or 5 pieces of content a day.
Their story is about 2 hours long.
Yeah,
they're in the studio.
You can see this shit. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm an A&R at a record label, and if y'all got both equal talent, I'm going with the motherfucker who I see doing it all. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it is like nowadays. Like, but before you had to actually go find somebody, see what they got going on. Nah, it's right here in front of my face in my phone right now. I can see it right now. So it's easier, you know what I'm saying? So I know what I'm working with when I go to these artists' pages. Like, I can see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's right there in my face.
I like that, bro. I think it's also important too, like whenever you're trying to scout an artist or see someone that's got talent, do you try to look for someone who like you see a little bit of yourself in, or are you just going for like just someone that's just generally talented?
Well, if you know anything about me, like, bro, I'm all genres of music. Listen, bro.
Sure.
Everything you think, any type of music you can think of, I fuck with it. Music is life to me, so it don't have to be necessarily somebody who do what I do. It could be a rock group, it could be a country group, it could be pop, it could be whatever, grunge, alternative, whatever. I listen to all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I ain't gonna lie, majority of the people that I find ain't even rap.
Really?
That's funny.
Do you have like a
specific? Like
do you have a general?
Tired of rap, bro. You feel me? Like,
No, you've been around.
Been doing it too long.
It ain't even that. It's just like it's different now.
It's not the same.
But if you listen to most of these artists now, bro, it's all melodic. It's all like they singing anyway. So I do fuck with that because that's what I love most. I like R&B music.
You like the mumble rap?
You
like Migos?
I fuck with the Migos.
Yeah.
The like. I don't even, sometimes, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't even hear words.
True, the beat.
I have melodies, chords.
Sounds.
Yeah, I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I might sing a whole song just mumbling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know the words, but I know the melodies and the chords that they use and the chord progressions and all that stuff.
All the ad-libs.
Yeah, we my whole team, we come from musicianship.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like we come from the church house and shit, well, instruments and all that shit. So that's what I listen for when I listen to songs. So I rarely hear the words unless it just pounded in my head so many times that I just catch on. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, bro, I don't really listen to a lot of rap.
What do you think the biggest downfall is for some of these younger artists, man? Like, why is there any like specific traits you'll see in an artist? Like maybe you're interested in trying to get them, like trying to help them develop and help their career and stuff, and then you see
not to their fault. A lot of times, money be the main issue.
Really?
Yeah, money is the main issue. Like, because it takes money to do this shit, bro.
Yeah.
And then again, sometimes you can get over not having to spend a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, because of the social media. But inconsistency, a lot of times, I mean, I know a lot of artists would like to be consistent, but they can't be because they don't have the money to
True.
You feel me?
For sure.
So I ain't gonna necessarily put it 100% on the artist being lazy or no shit like that. But I would say the number one downfall is the inconsistency.
Yeah.
And like I said, like sometimes a lot of that has to do with the cash flow. They don't got it to keep doing the shit or buy a camera to you know what I'm saying, or have a good iPhone to record your shit and all that. But like people got to get creative. Like if you really hungry, like I always tell people, like you got dogs out here and you got pit bulls, you just got regular dogs.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? A real pit bull gonna go out there and find him something to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A regular dog, he knows something to eat in there, so he just chilling. You know what I'm saying? You got to go out here and do this shit. Like you'll find the fucking way. You feel me? Like it's people I don't seen people do whole real like you know, like you do videos, like you usually have a cameraman and director. You know, you got staff and all the shit. I done seen motherfuckers do full videos on their iPhone.
For sure. No,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like really, like so. If you really want to get it, you can get it.
We've definitely done that before, just to like promo some shit.
Oh no, we've made tons of promo clips off just the phone,
but,
dude. It's possible.
Yeah, what you don't know, but like motherfuckers, like you can get to it. It's ways to get around that shit to save if you ain't got the money to do it. You can do this shit still, but
I love that, bro, because when we first started this podcast, I mean, we did not have any fucking money going into it. I mean, we both had shitty-ass jobs. It's like 2.5 years ago, and we're just doing it all on the coffee table. No camera, just 2 Amazon fucking microphones, you know, shitty audio quality, just trying to figure out what the fuck works.
Or y'all could have laid down and be like, man, this
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
And there was plenty of people that slid in the DMs like, oh, we need, like, this isn't working or this, or you need to pick a niche or do all this different shit. Yeah. And then, you know, now those same people are fucking, you know, blowing up every single post trying to get on. And it's just, it's funny how that like part. The money is obviously a huge. I could only imagine, bro. If me and Joey had some fucking money when we started this shit, like how
you know, I am an investor. You know, we can talk.
Hey, we gonna talk. I need to get me a fucking fanny pack like that here soon, bro.
Keep that.
Hey, Nappy Boy times OG Sessions
Nappy
Pod.
Boy, come on,
brother. Hey, we making some happen for real.
I know, yeah. I love investing shit, man. Like especially in Jacksonville, like I see a lot of promising shit, man. That I want to get to. Like I said, I just recently came back. Well, I ain't gonna say I came back. I still live in Atlanta, but I got a spot here now. So and then I'm working on like 3 or 4 projects in the city. Like I ain't even gonna let some of that shit out the bag.
What you got going on?
Man, I'm trying to do some big. I'm on some Shad Khan.
Okay.
I'm trying to partner with Shad Khan on some shit.
Hell yeah,
that type
bro.
Of vibe.
All right.
So, yeah, but I'm here, so yeah, man, we can talk.
I love it, bro, for sure.
Make some shit happen. For sure.
And one thing that, you know, I do respect a lot about your game and your path is like how you kind of are trying to put the city on and like do things and still stay loyal to the city, bro. Like we kind of keep that exact same mindset. Like we have gone to like Nashville, interviewed a bunch of country artists and done the Atlanta thing, and obviously like interviewed some DJs in Asheville, North Carolina, and it is fun to get out of the city a little bit, but deep down, bro, it's like we want to fucking lift up the people that are here because it's like Jacksonville will always have, like we've said this on a couple other episodes, like Jacksonville will always have that underdog mentality because we're overlooked. You know what I mean? That shit fires me up, bro. I love it, bro. And I love, like, I'll look at other podcasters. I remember when we first started, there'd be other podcasters I'd take a lot of game from that are from Jacksonville. Yeah. And eventually I started looking at the podcasters that are doing shit in LA and Atlanta because for them, their competition is so much higher because of the fucking network out there. So I'm trying to take their skills and bring it to this city and be like the, you know, first
what y'all doing right now. Is first of all, I got to tip my hat up to y'all because every podcast that I've been on, and nothing against no other podcast that I've been on, but it's just one straight, it's basically hip hop culture.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
I think y'all bouncing around the different genres and shit and going to country people. I think that's a good thing because it don't keep y'all in no box. Second, I want to say is the difference between me and other artists. I feel like when I was first coming up is there was so much in competition with people in the city. I never thought like that, nigga.
Facts.
My nigga,
bigger.
What?
Come on.
I'm going against the world.
Yeah.
You feel me? Y'all niggas going on sides of towns and this city and all that.
East side, west side. Come on now.
Man, come on, bro. I ain't worried about, bro. I'm competing versus the niggas in LA, New York, Spain, Italy. You know, that's how my mindset was. You feel me? Like I always thought big. You know what I'm saying? So I never thought like to try to compete with somebody in Jacksonville. Like nigga.
We are Jacksonville.
Yeah, I am Jacksonville. Because at the end of the day, you got to realize, bro, no matter what y'all do, if y'all come up, and which I feel like 100%, you know.
God willing,
y'all go all the way to the top. motherfuckers in Jacksonville, that shit coming anyway.
Exactly, facts.
I never worried about the city because I know once you do something good, they coming anyway.
Yeah.
Name an artist right now that the city didn't get behind once they first signed.
Oh God, there
Look at Dumar. Look at my little homie Dumar right now.
Yeah.
He got the whole city behind him right now.
Yeah.
Because he popping right now. He just got signed. Like that shit coming. So no matter if he was in LA, wherever he was at when he signed, that shit was gonna happen anyway.
Yeah.
For sure. It's funny too, because I think a lot of people, it's all about like what the vision is for your own path. Like a lot of people, they just want to be the biggest in the city.
Right.
So it's like they're just gonna keep beefing, or not necessarily beefing, but competing with people in their own city.
that ain't what it
And
is.
for us, it's like, dude, I mean, I want to be in Jacksonville my whole life, but I don't want like our audience to just be stuck in Jacksonville. Like when we look at it, bro, one thing that I think kind of is a testament of us being so versatile.
Only 5%.
is Only 5% of our listeners are in Jax.
Yeah. That's a
And so it's like, I love it because I know we have a shit ton of people in Jax listening to it, but at the same time, like there's people in Louisiana that can consume this
people
podcast.
across the country,
There's people in
different countries.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Like we have people in fucking Abu Dhabi that listen to this fucking show.
That's
and
what
so
I'm saying.
I like having the versatility to where like, if there's a motherfucker in, Wisconsin or something like that, or just somewhere that's like not even close to the South, they can get on because they liked a country artist we had on here, or they can like, they fucked with the entrepreneur shit or whatever. And then they get on here and then they, are now like tuned into your stuff. They're like, I don't even like that type of music. You know what I mean? But they're like, shit, now Young Cash is my favorite fucking artist.
Yeah.
I really don't like rap. But
That's wild.
I think it'd be dope though for like for people to even from Jacksonville to be like, oh man, they see y'all and y'all on this plateau and they don't even know y'all right here in the backyard.
For sure, yeah.
Y'all say all the time, shit. Y'all
Yeah.
could have been, you know what I'm saying, been got on. But yeah, I love that for y'all, man. I hope that's what go on with
Appreciate
y'all.
you.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, seriously, that means a lot. One thing that I kind of wanted to ask about, and I feel like with being an artist and like being on that hustle grind that you're fucking talking about, there's got to be so many times where it's like your mental health is getting like just kind of thrown on the fucking back burner. Is there things that you would do like throughout your career to kind of like stay locked in and like stay, I mean, not just like fucking happy.
This is my
but just,
favorite
like,
question that Nick asks.
And it's crazy.
I just like it, bro. Like the mental health thing is huge because I know for me, even when
people
I'm
be really concerned about that shit.
when I'm fucking like editing episodes sometimes, if I'm like, just kind of, it's crunch time, episode drops tomorrow, I'm trying to get everything in line. Like I find myself at 3 a.m. just like, what the fuck am I doing sometimes, bro? You know what I mean? You get that like, you get so clouded, right?
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. And I don't know how else to say this, but I'm not like other people, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't know, not humbly though. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never had any inkling to quit, stop. Oh man, what's going on? Of course I had setback. I done lost like some of the closest people to me in my life. I'm talking about day-to-day people. Like I was saying on my homeboy shit. I've lost some of the closest people to me that I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis that anybody else who this shit would happen to, bro, they would have been hung it up.
For sure.
I lost 2 of my brothers. Well, one of my brothers when I was younger, one of my brothers who was like my brother and my father figure, who my brother Vic, who I was saying about, who started this whole entrepreneur rap shit in Jacksonville after the 69, like he was the nigga, like he pushed the narrative, like, you know what I'm saying? That's how we got on. You know what I'm saying? He died when I was in prison, like, and I ain't get to go to the funeral, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And then my fucking manager, when I came home from prison, he got killed at my after party at the Silver Fox.
Wow.
And then just like 4 years ago, my right hand man, my cousin Robert Pollard, Picky, he died. You know what I'm saying, on OD shit, that fentanyl shit. You feel me? Like
Fuck, bro.
So, bro, like I'm talking about people directly that's with me, be with me day to day. You know what I'm saying? I done lost in my life. I still never had not one inkling in my brain to ever give up. Must be just built different, bro.
Do you think it motivated you to almost like put on for
does it
them,
make you
like
go
in their
harder?
name, go
I
harder?
mean, I know my brother he wanted this shit bad. So it do give me some kind of motivation that I'm still pushing the narrative on what he started. You know what I'm saying? But it's already, this dog shit already in me. Like, I'm after this shit, bro. Like, nothing can stop this shit. You feel me?
For sure,
You might,
bro.
like I said, you might get stagnant a little bit, like with different L's you take in life. You gonna take L's in life regardless. You know what I'm saying? Just being human. That's just
It's life.
It's just life.
Yeah.
But as far as the industry, you're gonna take L's too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that shit just like roadblocks. You feel me? But I'm still going forward. I still push forward every day, bro. Like I don't have it in me to even sit down and even think like how you say, like, oh man, what am I doing? I don't even have, bro. I never even have time to even think like that. Like,
Facts.
I don't know, maybe it's just blocked off in my brain or something, but like, no, I'm full
That's
speed
good.
ahead.
Hell yeah.
Man,
That boy
listen,
built
man,
different for real.
I'm the type of nigga, the score can be 100 to 4.
You still going.
It's 30 seconds left. Bitch, I'm trying to get it
Yeah.
still. Like, I
You can
don't-
still score 96 points.
Maybe.
Maybe,
You feel me?
yeah.
That's what's in my head. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, it's over, cat. Nah, it ain't over till it's over, fool.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, man, my mental health has always been so sharp. I guess just God, man, and how my mama raised me. Like, I just don't see that shit, man. Like, a lot of shit hurt, you know what I'm saying? But I just keep going. Like,
it depends on how you like react to the situation that happens to you. You know what I mean? It's like you either let it fuel you or you let it fucking tear you down.
I mean, the shit'll break. I mean, everybody break down. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, like, but I never saw it as something to say I have to stop it.
Yeah.
Like when my brother died when I was in prison, bro, I was fucked up for like a week, man. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't do shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my homie homie V Train, man. He was making sure I was eating and shit, man. I was fucked up by that shit because I was really fucked up when he died. That I wasn't there. Yeah. Because he died like maybe like 8 months in my prison sentence. So, and then I didn't get to go to the funeral. That was a real.
That would fuck me up, bro. Man. I'm not even gonna lie. That shit would fuck me up.
Because they fucked me over in prison. Like the dude, it was some racist shit, bro. He just saying he didn't know. I never see when I was in prison. I never told anybody. The people in Florida who knew who I was. I went to federal prison in South Carolina. So I wasn't like. I wasn't go, oh yeah, I'm young Cash, happy boy, all this shit. I wasn't, come on, man, I ain't that type of nigga, no way. Yeah. You feel me? So nobody didn't know but the Florida car, like, you know, like when you in federal prison, like they call it the car, like you link with your state. So you got the Florida car, the Georgia car, the whatever. So the whole Florida car, them niggas knew who I was. Some Georgia niggas knew who I was, South Carolina niggas, you know, people in the South, but I was never like, so when they find out, so when my brother died, it was like, yeah, it's gonna cost this and this and this, you know, because they thought they didn't know. I was just a regular nigga. They didn't think I had it. Yeah. So so you got to get these security guards to go with you. You got to pay for this transportation. You got to so, you know. I say just get it out my account there. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
God, dude, I'm telling you, that would fuck me up, bro. Like so not being able to be there
it was trip because first it was about the money.
Yeah.
They thought I didn't have no money. They didn't know who I was. I was just quiet. You know what I'm saying? Just doing my thing, doing my time. And when that shit came up, I said, hey, man, just get that shit out my account. I ain't.
Yeah.
Then when they looked at my account, like, oh shit, this motherfucker must be somebody. Then they switched it to, oh, you got to be here. You got to be at this prison for a certain amount of time before. It was just bullshit, bro. They fucked me over and I didn't get to see my brother go home. So that fucked me up. But like I said, never made me want to say, oh yeah, man, this shit over. My brother dead. Let me just stop this shit. Hell no, nigga.
People can sit around and find excuses all day, bro,
man,
for some of this shit.
Nigga, man.
It's all about your mindset, bro. I love it.
So after a long day, like you just need something to just chill out. You don't read. You don't go by the water or nothing.
I stopped smoking weed alone. I mean, I smoke every night. I smoke weed to go to sleep now. I'm not just no casual weed nigga rolling up every 5 seconds. I don't do that shit. I smoke hookah though, cause I got hooked on hookah fucking when I got my case. When I got my Fed case, you know they arrest you. Then you on pre-trial shit. So, you know, they drug testing you every fucking week. Then I went to prison, did my time in prison, the little 18 months, the year and a half. Then I had 5 years fucking federal probation.
So at this point, you're not even thinking about weed during this time,
you can't.
bro.
I ain't a violator, so I've been on this hookah shit, and then I got addicted.
Hey, to that shit, no, hey, I need to go hold him on that, bro. The hookah is a fucking problem, bro.
Yeah,
like
man,
that shit is.
And then I used to go to Atlanta all the time, so it was big in Atlanta. So I really brought the shit to Jacksonville. Niggas, I used to bring my hookahs. I had hookahs. I used to take them to the club, and there was a club called Pure.
I remember that, bro. Oh, shit. Wait, is it still open? No.
Well, it's called something. It's called Whispers now.
Oh my God, that's funny, dude. I totally forgot about that.
Pure was dope. I used to love Pure, so I used to bring my hookahs in there. So people like crowding around, like, what is this? You feel me? And then like next thing you know, boy, shit just took over the goddamn shit.
That's funny, bro. Yeah, nowadays, dude, you got so many hookah lounges and shit. It's like taking over for real.
Yeah. I know all the owners too. Like we all good friends.
Just a little side question: do you have any fears? Like you seem like such a fucking confident dude.
God, bro. Just God, and I fear God the most.
Spiders?
Oh yeah, I hate bugs.
Snakes? I don't like snakes.
I fear heights, bro. Bad.
Really?
Let's fucking go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me tell you something, bro. I live on the 29th floor.
Oh hell,
downtown. It'd be funny because people be laughing because like people want to see I got a wrap around view.
You can't even get close enough to show. That boy walks up the window.
They like, can't take this shit out, man. Look at this dolphin, bitch. I'm not going by that. Yeah. But nah, I could do it, but it just sometimes I don't know my mind like. Because the glass is clear. Now, if it was a wall, I don't know what it is. But if it was a straight wall, I'd be straight.
Yeah.
I could walk straight and hang over the edge. But bitch, that clear glass, bitch.
Just hit record, close your eyes, and just be like.
And so yeah, bro. Imagine me flying.
Oh hell no! Yeah,
And that's something I gotta do.
Yeah, I'm with you on this, bro.
Bro.
Because for me, like even there's, for me, it doesn't have to be even like something that high, like 29th floor. Like you can fucking forget about it, bro. I'm not even shopping a place in that area, bro. Fuck that. Like I don't care how wealthy, how much I'm trying to flex, any of that shit, bro. Fuck that. 29th
bring
floor,
the shit down.
that's too far for me. I'll say
that shit
fifth.
high as
I'll probably cap it off at the fifth. But
Yeah,
then,
me too.
but for me, bro, like the flying thing is huge. Like I just went to Universal a couple weekends ago and just
I never got on no rides.
Bro,
Really?
don't
on
do
now.
it. Don't
Come on
fucking
now.
do it.
Do
I did it
Bro,
for the
listen.
first time. It is
What
literally hell.
ride you got on?
Rip Ride Rocket at
Yeah.
Universal, that red one, bro. That I'll tell you, that
Man,
You can
Fuck
pick
motherfucker.
your
that
music that you want. That's just
Man,
nice. They got
listen.
this blaring.
Joey
in your face.
loves that shit, man. For me,
Your name Joey?
Yeah.
You just said that.
Yeah.
That's my name too, though. That's what I
No
said.
way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Joey Williams.
hey man,
Talk to him.
Look at that shit,
I
bro.
see, I
Look
knew
at
he was
this.
a good
Long lost brothers right here, man.
Hey, no, listen.
Hey, I was
got
supposed to have a twin.
Everybody got a swim, but I got on Splash Mountain back in the fucking early '90s and some shit. Y'all boys probably even born.
No, I know.
No,
Splash Mountain. Come
Splash
on
Mountain
now.
sketch, bro. I'm with you on
Man,
Splash
dog,
Mountain.
them lights went out. Then that's the only time that's the only one, because that was my first time ever going to Disney World. Like we was in the hood. We ain't going to. That was the first time I'm gonna do it. I said I got to at least try this shit.
Yeah.
Man, I got on that shit. Never ever again. Space Mountain, Splash, all that shit. Never. I don't
Come
give a-
on.
Listen, bro. Every year we used to go to Halloween Horror Night, right? So Payne got this shit where we just some kind of golden pass shit that we do every year.
Yeah.
But we don't wait in no fucking line, bitch. And
Y'all just go.
Man, we can come as many times. We just come around, they're up, stop the line, and we come through like. And people be hating that shit, but it's funny as fuck. But nigga, we don't wait in no fucking lines on nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
Them
we
lines are long
and
too.
they be long
man.
as shit. Motherfuckers be like 45 hour
Yeah,
and
hour and a half. Yeah.
2 minutes, we right in that bitch. And we come get off that, go right back. I
Yeah.
don't know what kind of pull this nigga got with Disney World, but that's how we do it every year. So, nigga, guess what I be doing, my nigga? I'm the coat holder, bitch. I got everybody.
You ain't even going.
I'm at the bottom of this shit, waiting on y'all boys. Y'all boys. I ain't get no, this shit.
I got your keys, your phone, your wallet. I got everything.
Like I hold down the fort. Y'all boys have fun, all right? That's funny, bro.
Nigga be tripping. He be like, man, you a street nigga, man. You scared to get on the guy. Hey, man, listen. I am not getting no
I'm with
goddamn
you
ride.
about that, bro. I'm definitely with you about that. Like, even for me, bro, there would be times I remember back in the day going to the Jags games, bro. I couldn't sit at that fucking top floor. Like,
man,
the
that
top
shit looks
level,
scary.
bro.
That
That
shit
shit,
looks scary. It
fuck
looks scary
that,
just
bro.
looking up there.
Yeah.
For me, like, bro, like I'm telling you, when I go out on my balcony, bro, it seems like my legs just start sinking through. I swear to God, bro, it's a real thing, bro. That height shit, like, it is what it is. But
That's
flying,
funny.
like, I gotta fly, so like, I just
you do?
took
You
that
just
shit
close
out.
your eyes.
You know he's got that aisle.
Yeah,
seat.
he's sitting in the aisle.
Bro, I'm the same
Windows
way, bro.
closed.
I'm the same way, bro.
I got to sit in the aisle. First of all, I got to be first class.
Yeah.
I'm not riding nowhere. I'm first class. I just feel like if
So nobody can see you freak out when
not
when
even
shit
that.
gets
It's
crazy.
just like I just feel like when I'm first class, I just feel like a little bit more safer for some. But then I got to sit in the aisle. There's no way I'm sitting by the window being and two other people beside me.
Yeah.
Because
Facts.
some go down, bitch. I got to be able to get active.
Where you gonna go?
Yeah,
You're in a plane. What the fuck?
Man,
You go
listen.
run to that emergency exit, probably. I'll say right out.
I'm just saying, anybody want to try to make a move? I just got to be ready. I got to be. I got to be able to make a move, whatever going on. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how I am. Like so, every time I get a flight, man, that be first class and in the aisle. Usually before
I
me.
love it, bro.
That's crazy.
That's my spot.
That's funny. So we have the same fear, and you guys have the same name, bro. We might have to
crazy.
just add him to the fucking podcast. It's like we need a third co-host, so we're gonna make this shit happen.
I'm a behind the scenes on this shit. That's y'all. See, I ain't good at y'all. Good at this shit. I can see. Like I said, I've been watching y'all show, man. Y'all really, you know what I'm saying?
I
Y'all
appreciate
boys-
that, bro.
Y'all got some media training, or what y'all done did? Or y'all
No,
just
man,
naturally
listen.
just.
Hey, this is
Self-built.
episode 113. You got to get good at this.
Yeah,
somewhere,
I
bro.
feel
You know what I'm saying?
Everything gets better.
That's
with time.
technically, I mean, close to 200 and something hours of recorded podcasts we put out. So it's like eventually
lot
at
of
some
work.
point you gotta get your feet under
you.
you.
Got to go all in, bro. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I was gonna say let's jump into Joey's favorite segment,
Let's do it.
just the tip. All right, boy.
That's the pause shit I'm talking about.
Hey, so it's not what you think. I promise.
It's just a tip.
Yeah, Joey, go ahead.
Oh my god.
All right, brother. All right, brother. Not that type of podcast. Joey, go ahead. Come on, explain to me what this is.
It's just the tip. It's any tip you got. It doesn't have to be about music. It can be man to man.
Not the tip everyone's thinking about, but just
It's a general tip for the people.
Yeah. So, what's the tip you got for everybody, man?
Don't expect people to be like you.
That's facts.
And I say that in respect to like you ever did something for somebody?
Expecting something.
No, not even expecting, because not me personally. I know people do that, what you just said though. But just say you ain't even doing it expecting. Like say you see somebody broke down on the side of the road. You pull over, you help them out, blah blah blah. Right. 2 days later, you on the side of the road. That same person, you see him riding by. He like, hey,
come help me.
And you just keep riding on your ass.
Yeah.
And you hurt inside. Not really. I mean, not hurt, but you just like,
no, for sure.
I just help this
Like,
motherfucker.
damn, come
you know
on
what I'm saying?
now.
God damn. See, that mentality right there have a lot of people stagnant and have a lot of people like living miserable lives, because you got to realize motherfuckers ain't like you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I had to realize that back in a long time ago. Like I said, a lot of this shit, how I am today, I've mastered by practicing this shit. Like, to really not give a fuck is, people say that, oh, I don't give a fuck. But they really do.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't give a fuck, you wouldn't be
They're
posting.
saying that because they give a fuck.
Yeah, you wouldn't be posting shit on social media or doing those. I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because I've trained it took training to do this, bro. Like to be this the way I am. So like, yeah, a lot of people get stagnant and because they expecting the world to be like them when people are not like you, bro. They're not like us, and not fuck that song and all that shit.
They not like us.
Yeah, I ain't saying that.
Don't sing it. Don't sing it. Don't sing it.
But they're not like us for real. Like,
No, for real.
People not like you, bro. I'm a giver. You know what I'm saying? I got a good heart, man. I like to help people. I feel like that's what God put me on earth for, is to help other motherfuckers. So if once I accepted that, then all that shit don't even matter to me, bro. Like, if a motherfucker gonna reciprocate, there's no reciprocity in having a good heart anyway. I don't feel like, because motherfuckers, everybody always go. I feel like it's natural for everybody to look out for themselves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't be disappointed when motherfuckers, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got a big piece of cake, and I want a piece, but you real fucking hungry. You eat all the cake. I'll be mad at that shit. You supposed to.
Yeah,
you
for
gonna look
sure.
out for yourself first.
Yeah.
I'm just the type of person that's gonna give you half of it, because that's just the type of person I am. But I don't expect nobody to be. I don't expect nobody to be like me,
Yeah.
because I know I'm different. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. Like, if you're a person like me, if you're a giver, you're a good-hearted person, don't expect reciprocity from other people. That's gonna have your ass in a bad mood, bad mind state. You know what I'm saying? Give from the heart. Don't expect nothing back, and don't. And another thing, don't put nothing past nobody. Like, anything's possible.
For sure, yeah. Negative and positive.
Anything possible.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
negative and positive.
you never
for
know,
sure.
bro. Like, yeah, some people, they'll fucking, I mean,
You ever
it's happened
wa-
to me and Joey, bro. Some of your closest friends fucking backstab you. You don't
Yeah.
even realize
Yeah.
the shit, bro.
Bro.
You're like, after everything we did for you, you know?
That's what I was about to tell y'all. Like, you ever even watch them Lifetime stories of motherfuckers be married 20 and 30 years, and one day the wife just wake up and just stab the husband 30
Shit's
times. Like, you like, well, I thought they was in love. You
Yeah.
never, anything happen any
That's what you
time.
get for thinking.
Yeah, but you got to keep that mind state. That's why I be like, I'm always on my P's and Q's with
Yeah.
everything. Like, and I don't, like I said, I don't expect nothing from nobody. I give from the heart, don't expect nothing back. And I know people not like me, so I never can get burnt on nothing. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
I feel like expectations set you up for disappointment.
Every time.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Joey, what's your just a tip, brother?
My just a tip is something that I've been living by a lot lately, and it's like, so like, say you got work in one hand and you got Halloween Horror Nights in the other hand. What are you gonna regret, or if you don't go to one, what are you gonna wish that you did when you're laying on your deathbed? That's how I've been making a lot of my decisions lately for like big things. You know, if I'm laying on my deathbed, would I remember work or Halloween Horror Nights? I'm not going to work. I'm calling out. I'm putting my life.
What
like,
a fucking
That sounds like you trying to mind fuck
boy,
yourself.
listen.
He's like trying to like justify
Yeah.
like not making
Right.
money. He's like, no, I got responsibilities. I know I have a fucking whole ass job, but
Okay, I work a lot, so
Yeah.
the money's alright. It'll be alright. But like, if I got life that I want to remember, I'm putting that shit before
No,
work.
for sure.
I'm
I
not
think-
letting work be my life.
I think Halloween Horror Nights is like a shitty example, but no, I
It's
like
not,
where you're going
it's just
with it.
any example.
I
It
like
could
where you're
be
going with
fucking-
it.
We're going to Adventureland water park. I'm not going to work.
Take a flight to Beach
That's
Boulevard.
funny as fuck. That is funny. My just a tip is don't be afraid to take notes from your competition, because I think for a lot of people,
major.
like they'll see their competition and they immediately just want to like show, hate on them or whatever. I know we don't really hate on a lot of other podcasters really, but
Yeah.
there is a lot of podcasters where I'm like, damn, like
That was dope.
we could definitely do that. Yeah, like you just give them their flowers, be like, we should use that with our show, even though we're in the same industry, kind of same niche, you know what I mean? Like doing the same thing. They're just doing something a little bit different. I'm like, okay, we could actually kind of pivot our show to be a little bit like
we've
them in a
definitely
way.
done.
We definitely done.
But it's the same thing with y'all though. People, it happens all the time, whether it's unbeknownst to you or not. Like people do that shit all the time, bro.
For
like,
sure.
I see your shit. Oh yeah, let me do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I think a lot of people,
with the OGs, yeah, they pick up on shit, and they won't tell you, but they don't did the same thing with
For
y'all.
sure.
It's a universal thing, bro. You see something you like, you incorporate it into your shit, and that's just what it is, man.
yeah, I think a lot of people, man, it's just like sometimes you see someone doing something dope, and you guys are in the same industry, and you almost just kind of get this like feeling of like, oh man, fuck them, like they're taking away from my shine, or they're taking away from like potential listeners that could be listening to our show. But instead, like, how about you try to win those listeners over? You know what I mean?
right,
like, there's a reason people are listening to that fucking show, bro.
real
And like,
way.
I think, well, I mean, that's just one of the things we do on a weekly basis, bro, is we take notes from other shows. And I mean, just so many times where this motherfucker calls me at 12 o'clock at night, you know what I mean, 1 in the morning, he's like, yo, I just listened to this fucking podcast, and you need to go to 1357 on this podcast and listen to what they say, because the way they say it is like what fucking, and I'm like, that's it. So I think I was actually, we were at a Podcasters United meetup a few months ago or whatever, where it's like all these podcasters get together, and one of the people said, they were like, you know, they just want to they want to like figure everything out on their own and just like make the mistakes and do everything. I think that shit's great. But in the end of the day, if you can see somebody else that's already done this shit right, like take a fucking note. You know what I mean? Like, and so I think just nowadays, some people are so, the ego gets in the way.
Yeah.
That's how T-Pain is, though. Honestly, and
Really?
I don't like it, but that's just how he is, and I respect it. But he wants to do everything himself because his thing is, if he fails, he want to know what's good, because it's what he did it. Like,
For sure.
I don't like. I kind of feel like that too. Like, I don't want to fail because the direction I took from somebody else.
Facts.
You
okay.
feel me?
Facts.
Like, that's
I like
how
that.
he always been like that. Oh shit.
So it's a two-way street. You
Yeah,
know what I
for sure,
mean?
for sure.
And I think, is there anything in particular that you take from T-Pain where he really is like doing it right in this aspect of his career?
Yeah, I respect that he still has the same work ethic that he did when we first started, when he was fucking 18, 19 years old.
Word.
Still the same work ethic, bro. And even though he's not music heavy right now, it's just other shit, entrepreneurial shit that he's doing that nigga going, he goes.
That's the art of the pivot, bro.
Yeah.
Like just like what you were talking about earlier,
sure.
like being able to like adjust and
He's a big
adapt.
streamer now, ain't he?
Yeah, he going crazy with that shit, bro. Like, and
Plays
he's-
video games and shit too.
How he do streaming is how he did the music.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like all out. You know, he's just into it. Like whatever he's into, like he goes 100%. And I love that about him. And he just like, it's just so many different things he's doing outside of music right now. They're just killing that. But he's staying the course. Like whatever he's doing, he's
Facts.
100% on everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He go all out on everything.
I
That's what
love it,
respect
bro.
about that, yeah.
Before we get out of here, there was one thing that I just wanted to touch on. You guys obviously made an entire album together, Blues Brothers. First off, salute you for that fucking
Yeah,
album,
that.
bro.
Yeah,
I mean, not only is it just like a very crisp and easy to listen to album, it's just like you guys both fucking killed it, bro.
Yeah, appreciate
so I just want to know a little bit about that creative process. Like, it's just you and Payne in the fucking studio making this. You guys have gone through this long journey together. I mean, is this like the funnest fucking thing you've ever done, bro?
It's
Like,
fun, bro.
I mean, I can only imagine. Like, it's just got to be natural at that point,
It
right?
is, man. Like, it just, like, literally, we've been really trying to do this project for like 10, 15 years. We've been
Really?
saying this shit, but we just, so much shit that had been coming up. But, like, bro, this shit's so fucking easy, dog. And, like, we do songs in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, basically, oh, you like that beat? Oh, yeah, that's a dope beat. Come up with a hook. We both are hook. We both like chorus guys. So
For sure.
So that should be easy. And then it's just doing a verse. I do a verse, you do a verse. Then we probably go back and forth sometime, whatever. That shit just like.
What's your creative process? Like, are you guys similar in the aspect? Like, do you guys go in there and like maybe spark one or pour up some drinks or write stuff down? Like,
writing
how does it go?
We don't
Yeah.
never write. We don't. Writing is illegal.
That's crazy because a lot of
It's
rappers
great.
have been saying that.
Well, yeah, but it's also crazy because it's like you guys are. It's like fucking like facts and bars that they're
See, the
spitting
thing-
every
yeah.
single
I'm
song.
gonna tell you the
So
difference
it's like,
between these rappers and us though. Like we got to come up with harmonies. We got to come up with melodies. We got to come up with arrangements.
Yeah.
And shit like that. As far as, you know what I'm saying, how we do our music. Like rapping is anybody can just come in and rap and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is cool. I love it too. Like, but it's not really not too hard to write.
Yeah.
It's not too hard to not write that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like the shit we do and like, you know what I'm saying, the wordplay and the different arrangements of the harmonies and shit like that, bro. Like that shit take a little time.
That's
A little-
why
it
it's-
should take a lot of time, but we do that shit. We've been doing it for so long. That
it's mind blowing
natural.
that they don't
Yeah.
fucking write stuff down sometimes. You know what I mean? You're like, God,
bro,
it's
I don't
like
remember.
so
Like
crisp.
everybody know, but they've been to my shows, bro. Like especially back in the day when I was doing show heavy, bro. I forget so many of my words. I've never written nothing down, and I
Yeah.
probably got over 1,000 songs, bro.
And then final question, unless Joey has something. What's the favorite like track you've ever made?
Probably there's so many, bro. Like, see, I can't even, I got so many songs, bro. Like, imagine y'all just doing, y'all have
Year of the Ape,
500 podcast episodes.
Yeah.
But you never watched none of them. You feel me?
No,
you never
facts.
watched them.
I will say that's facts. Like, I can't even go back and listen to some of our shit earlier in the season, bro.
When I do songs, I do them and I put them, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't been putting shit out like lately, like these past couple years. I ain't been putting shit out. I just been stacking.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of shit for other artists too. Like, so sometimes they don't want to be for me, but I just do the records and I just, so I don't even be remembering. Like, but as far as shit that I got out though, I think one of my most impactful verses was on that Pure Cocaine.
Oh yeah.
Me and Yo Gotti and Gucci, because I smashed them niggas on that. That's why.
Yeah.
Pause.
If you didn't say it, Joey was gonna say it.
My verse killed them niggas verse on Pure Cocaine.
For sure.
And but
God, I've totally forgot about that. Yeah, you fucking ran on that, bro.
And then as far as song wise, probably I got a song called In My Chevy that I did, which is a Counting Crows melody. Y'all ever seen that movie Cruel Intentions? Y'all probably too young. It's a movie called Cruel Intentions where he finally fucked the girl at the end. They playing this one song called Colorblind. Mm-hmm. And it's I took that and I flipped it to, because it was like I am ready. But then I switched it to In My Chevy, In My Chevy.
Oh, that's hard.
So when I did it, I was with Universal at the time. So when I was, they got to get the record cleared from them.
Yeah.
So when Adam Duritz, the lead singer, this is a major band too. Y'all look it up. Y'all kind of young, but it's a fucking major band, Counting Crows. The lead singer, Adam Duritz, he had to clear it because he wrote it. He heard that shit. He was like, I want to be on this shit. I was like, what the fuck? The nigga flew me and MGZ out to New York, and fucking we recorded the song with him, bro. But it just didn't sound right because the background was like, ride in my Chevy, and then I go like, in my Chevy dog, in my Chevy dog. So he just sounded weird saying this is an old white dude.
Yeah.
It just sounded weird him saying that shit. He was like, nah, I ain't gonna get on it, but I'm gonna clear it for you. But man, then me and him met, and so he ended up taking MG, my producer, on the road with him as a pianist and shit on the keyboards and his shows and shit. So it was like, that was a big pivotal moment in my career too.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well,
And I meet another dude named Notar, which is like my brother, from that situation too. Like that was the dude, Adam Durst's artist. And he flew him down to work with me and MGZ in Jacksonville. So like a lot of good shit came out of that.
That's fucking dope, man. Dude, I salute you, bro. Your fucking career is insane. All the things you've done, and just the fact that you've been able to like overcome so many fucking barriers, bro.
Yeah,
and,
man.
I mean, you had plenty of opportunities to fucking quit. You know what I mean? Just like all these other motherfuckers where they're just soft and it would have taken, first hardship they face, it's like over, bro. So
don't make excuses and want that pity party, man. We ain't on that shit. Keep grinding, bro.
And dude, I appreciate you coming through today, man.
So man, appreciate you. Hey man,
legendary, dude.
Hey, y'all boys keep going, y'all boys.
Bro, I'm going fired up right now. I've ever been, brother. You think we can? Hey, shit, can't quit now, of course. Joe, you got anything else, brother?
No, I just want to say I appreciate you for coming on. You never know how a conversation is going to go, and I think this one just blew our expectations out of the water. So
you really never know, especially with like the heavy hitters like yourself, where sometimes a ton of ego gets in the way, and they're just very closed minded or closed off just in general. But dude, you're fucking awesome, bro.
Yeah,
man.
Appreciate y'all boys, man.
Yeah, we gotta run this film back, bro.
Yeah.
Gotta run this film back.
I'm here, man. I'm here, so we can do whatever. And like I say, my homeboy Nah Ross, he want to do a podcast, so.
Let's get all of it.
Look, I'll tell you right now. Look, Nod. Me and Nod have been talking so much about him getting on for like a part 2, part 3, part 4. You know what I mean? Doing other things. So it's like, if that boy really wants to get on a fucking podcast, you better tell his ass tonight, boy. That you better check his fucking.
Well, I
DMs,
got all these. If y'all want to come out too, I got a comedy show tonight at the Times Union Center.
I've seen that.
If y'all want to come out, I got some tickets for y'all, boys.
Oh, dude, I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. So we'll make it pop for y'all. Y'all come out there and meet all these comedians, make them do some. Maybe you can get them on the future podcast.
100%.
There's a lot of dudes. There's a lot of Bubba. You know Bubba Dub. He do like the sports cast and shit. He done been on fucking what's that shit with the shit Lil Wayne be on that sports show. He done been on there.
Was it Undisputed or whatever?
Undisputed or First Take?
First Take. Yeah.
He done been on there, all type of shit. He's a comedian
That's
too.
dope,
like,
bro.
Yeah, man. I got like 6 comedians in town. Like,
Dude,
so
I appreciate you, bro.
I got you.
That's fucking dope,
boy.
Yeah, man. So, dude, shout out to you for coming on the podcast. It's been a dope episode. Shout out to where can everyone follow you? It's just Young Cash on everything, right?
On Instagram at Young Cash. I don't. Yeah, you fine, man. Like,
Yeah,
Young Cash, bro. Like
literally just look up Young
Yeah, because
Cash
you know how that
anywhere.
shit be when you get especially a name like mine, then you try to get a TikTok. Somebody already got your shit, so I got to be the real Young Cat artist. I think it's a lot of like that on some of the other social media platforms. But the main one I be on is Instagram.
Yeah.
Young Cat. I be on Facebook. Joey Williams, the real name.
Stream your music.
Shout out, Joe.
Yeah,
Even-
Joey's in the building. But yeah,
so
man.
it's funny too because you just mentioned you're like I haven't dropped music in a while, but your fucking monthly listeners on Spotify are still fucking huge,
Yeah,
bro. So I was like,
I know that's because I did put out Florida Heat beginning of the year, then you know that Blues Brothers shit,
Yeah.
that collab. So you know they gonna jump on that
no,
shit.
yeah,
So,
you crushing it, bro, for real.
Yeah,
it's an honor
appreciate it.
having you on
We
the show.
finna start going crazy though, y'all. Pay attention.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm still-
Lock it now. Hey, get up
man.
from under that rock, man. If you guys are still
we
under
finna
the rock.
start going hard, man. But I just want to say this too though. My company, The Win, like I do a lot of comedy shows and I do fucking concerts and shit too. So I like to use a lot of local, you know what I'm saying, artists and shit. So man, y'all need to fuck with me. Like when I do shit, man, y'all come do a podcast live from the fucking show and shit like that,
Bro,
whatever, man.
dude,
Yeah.
trust me, that'll happen for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure,
we
yeah,
love
man.
doing shit in the community like that, man. Everything
sure.
you're doing is obviously like fucking top tier. So,
Already.
man, shout out to all the OGs that have watched this episode. If you guys are not following us on social media, you know, Instagram and X, that's going to be OG Sessions Pod. TikTok, OG Sessions. Still don't know how the fuck we got that name on TikTok.
Crazy.
If you guys are looking to shop the merch that me and Joey are rocking right now, man, show them that fucking. Hey, so
man,
little
that's hard.
side note, I don't know if we should really leak it yet, but Joey's getting this shit
tell him.
tatted on him,
Tatted
bro.
on me.
And so I was like, if you think that we're gonna be quitting anytime soon, bro, you can just
It's gonna be on me.
Forget
Hey,
that.
well, you know you gonna see that shit tatted is for life now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know. It's gonna be there.
Hey, look, I got one of our artists. They did me and Joey as a Cyclops. It's on the back of this shirt. A lot of the people that have merch already know it's and it's our Spotify like cover art or whatever.
Oh, that's
but
dope.
I might get me and Joey's Cyclops faces on.
That's
my back.
crazy.
You never know.
I don't know about faces. That's crazy.
Hey, once you get one, I gotta match your energy,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
We gotta
It's
take
going
this shit
all
up a
out.
notch.
For sure, man.
Well, soon one of us has to get the logo. We got to get, one night. Maybe you get another party tat.
I'll get on my lip.
Yeah.
That shit ain't gonna last.
Crazy.
There's too many
Nah.
letters for that shit, man. No, but once again, man, shout out to all the OGs that are watching this. If you guys aren't following us on Patreon, you want that exclusive content, me and Joey just dropped a full Patreon secret session where the whole episode is directed by AI. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, patreon.com/OG Sessions. Choose a membership that's right for you, and let's get this motherfucker cooking.
Damn, that was
Also,
good.
man, look at that. Y'all see that, now,
That
man?
shit
What
was-
you drinking on, brother?
That's that Red Bull, boy.
That shit is
Hey, that
going.
Red Bull carrying me right now,
That
man.
Red Bull.
Man, so
Listen.
shout out to everybody that's been fucking with us, man.
Hold on, he's trying to do a
I'm
little
trying to do
promo.
something for you,
Let
man.
him
Oh, my
do
bad,
something.
my
Let him
bad.
Do something.
Red Bull. We have a relationship with Red Bull over at Nappy Boy.
No
See what's going on here now?
Hey, I'll tell you right now. If you think there is no brand that we have pushed harder on this fucking podcast, as you
Red
see,
Bull.
there's no logo. So it's like everything that we do
That's
is
what
like
I'm
we keep
saying.
no logos with anything. But I'll tell you, there's one Red Bull or one logo that is here every fucking
Bro,
episode.
you got to push it.
And it's that Red Bull, boy. Hey, I bet in Red Bull's DMs. If Red Bull's watching this right now, y'all know
Check
I
your
fucking,
emails,
yeah,
too,
check that
boy.
fucking email, Red Bull, because I've been trying to get this shit popping, man.
Make a few calls, man.
And I'll tell you right now, if Monster hits my line, Red Bull, y'all can forget about this shit. You better jump on this motherfucker quick.
Chill,
You better jump on this motherfucker quick, because I'll tell you right now, if we get
See, that's Jacksonville shit right there. That's real Duval
look,
shit.
hey, I'm chasing that money, bro. I'm just
For
trying.
sure.
Look, Win God. You can call me Win,
Win
God,
God,
too.
talk
You call me
about
Win God too, man.
Win God Jr.
Win God
Yeah.
Jr. right here.
For sure.
Man, we got Joey Jr. and Win God Jr. Technically, we're both taking notes over here.
I
man.
like it,
So,
man. I love it, man.
Once again, bro, I appreciate you. Awesome
man.
conversation. Pleasure to meet you, for
man.
real. And we gonna get this shit cooking.
Yeah, man, I got to get the fuck. I got this shit to do. Appreciate y'all, though, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the OGs, man. We are out.
Peace.